Iran's gasoline price hike, a controversial move with deep roots. In a bold move, Iran has taken a step towards raising gasoline prices for the first time since 2019, a decision that has sparked mixed reactions and brought to light the country's complex economic challenges. This decision is a delicate dance between the government's need to manage its finances and the public's expectations of affordable fuel, a birthright deeply ingrained in Iranian culture. A historical perspective on cheap gasoline. The tradition of cheap gasoline in Iran dates back generations, with mass demonstrations as early as 1964, when a price increase led to a showdown between striking taxi drivers and the military. This historical context adds a layer of emotion and significance to the recent price hike. The squeeze on Iran's economy. Iran's theocratic government faces a tightening grip from a rapidly depreciating real currency and economic sanctions related to its nuclear program. These factors have made the cost of maintaining some of the world's cheapest gasoline even more challenging. The government's cautious approach to increasing prices may signal a desire to avoid further public unrest, especially after Israel's recent 12-day war on the country. Public sentiment and the cost of living. Saeed Mohammadi, a teacher-turned-taxi driver, expresses the frustration of many Iranians. Our discontent has no result. He feels the government makes decisions without considering public opinion. This sentiment highlights the delicate balance the government must strike between managing the economy and addressing public needs. The new pricing system. The new pricing system, implemented on Saturday, adds a third tier to Iran's long-standing subsidy system. Motorists can still purchase 60 liters per month at the subsidized rate of 15,000 rials per liter, 1.25 US cents, and the next 100 liters will remain at 30,000 rials a liter, 2.5 cents. Anything beyond that falls under the new rate of 50,000 rials per liter, about 4 cents. Despite this increase, Iranian gasoline prices remain among the lowest globally. The cost of subsidies. The difference between the cost of producing and delivering fuel and the price at the pump is the subsidy paid by the Iranian government. In 2022, Iran ranked second in the world for energy subsidy costs, behind Russia, according to the International Energy Agency. Iranian officials acknowledge that billions of dollars are spent annually to keep energy prices artificially low. Tehran-based economist Hossein Ragfar offers a critical view, stating that since 2009, the price of gasoline has increased 15-fold, and these subsidies have not only failed to reduce the budget deficit, but have also trapped the economy in a negative loop of inflation and deficit. A necessary evil? Hamid Rezapour, a bank teller, believes the price increase is an unfortunate necessity, stating, "It needs more money to pay for public needs." He views it as an indirect tax, albeit one that may not be effective in a messy economic climate. The 2019 protests and beyond. This move is the most significant change to Iran's fuel subsidy system since the 2019 protests, which were sparked by a sudden 50% jump in subsidized prices and a 300% increase for purchases beyond the quota. The resulting crackdown led to the deaths of at least 321 people, according to Amnesty International, and thousands were detained. Critics argue that even a small increase in gasoline prices can lead to a significant rise in inflation, which is already at an annual rate of around 40%. Employment and the gasoline economy. Cheap gasoline also provides employment opportunities in Iran, with over 8 million Iranians working as taxi drivers through online platforms, nearly 10% of the population. This highlights the intricate web of economic dependencies tied to the price of fuel. A step towards change. Oil Minister Mohsen Paknejad sees the price hike as a necessary first step towards amending fuel consumption trends. Officials' comments suggest that further price increases may be on the horizon, as the government reviews prices every 3 months. However, Mohammad Reza Asadi, a taxi driver, remains skeptical, believing that further protests may not lead to significant change. And here's the controversial part. The decision to raise gasoline prices is a delicate balance between economic necessity and public sentiment. It raises questions about the role of subsidies in Iran's economy and the potential impact on inflation and public unrest. What do you think? Is this a necessary step towards economic stability, or does it risk further exacerbating social and economic tensions? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.